Okay, so I didn't share this anywhere yet because I'm doing an impromptu live and I'm eating lunch too. Okay, I gotta go to work. But here's the thing, a lot of people at work were talking about this yesterday. Back in 1973 in Decatur, Illinois, there was a huge explosion at the railroad. One of my father's friends was actually, his face was melted off from the explosion. My dad had back issues that day, so he actually called off of work. He was supposed to work, and he didn't work that day. So thankfully, he was not working. But here's the thing, if you like this video, first of all, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check me out on all my social media accounts, which most of them will be down in the description. And please don't forget about Dixie's Friends. Natalie just told me she's in an ad, so that's why I kind of all of a sudden am trying to backtrack and start all over again with my conversation. Um, so in 1973, before I was even thought of, there was a railroad explosion. My dad worked for North Fork Railroad. He worked at the railroad for the railroad, and he was a switchman. And that day he was not feeling good. He had bad back trouble, so he called off of work. Thankfully, he called off of work. 5 people died in that railroad explosion. And then after that, there was a lot of concern about ADM because it has a lot more tech and a lot more explosive things at the plant there than at the railroad. When the explosion happened, it completely leveled houses. And there was people in certain sections that had no homes anymore. My mom and dad lived close enough that they broke a lot of their glassware and a lot of the stuff was on the floor. They had to evacuate and were supposed to evacuate all the way to Springfield. They had friends that lived way out in the country, so they went there instead. So here's the deal. Right now, there's big talk. We've had 2 explosions at 8 a.m. Two. So I don't know if this is a warning to us, kind of like back in Israelite times, in Bible times, BC times, Egyptian times, when in 77 CE, 66 CE, the Romans encamped around the army, Jerusalem city, and then unexpectedly they retreated. And that was a chance for them to get their to-go packs and run. So my thing is we had one explosion at 8 a.m. and then about 2 weeks later there was a bigger explosion at 8 a.m. and from my understanding up to 9 people lost their lives in the second one. So 8 a.m. is better than a nuclear bomb for Decatur, Illinois. If 8 a.m. went up in the right way, it would level the whole entire town of Decatur, Illinois. We would all have to evacuate and we'd all have to run at a moment's notice because the authorities would be going door to door immediately when it went off before it ricocheted and had sent off more explosions that would level the town and be sending us probably to Springfield and Champaign. So here's my thing. I really realized after the talks yesterday, I need to get my to-go pack better and ready. And I'm going to make sure I get that done tonight. But I'm asking everyone else who lives in my area or who lives anywhere in the world or in any country or any city to have a to-go pack and have it ready because you do not know when something will happen. Just because you live in a place like us where natural disasters doesn't like earthquakes, tornadoes, and hurricanes does not usually level our towns or cause us problems. We have ADM. So just and after the 2 explosions, if this does not wake you up and make you realize that you need to have a to-go pack ready for you and your entire family and sitting by your door so that if the authorities come and tell you to evacuate immediately in the middle of the night or whatever time of day it is, then all you have to do is grab that bag and run out the door. Make sure your gas tanks are full and be ready because you don't know. It could happen. I'm hearing that OSHA is actually in there working with ADM. That's why there's not a lot of news media on it because they've been told that they are to keep it hush hush because OSHA's investigating and they want to keep Decatur, Illinois people from panicking, which I cannot blame them because if we knew all the details. The whole city may be in panic right now, buying up every bit of groceries there is, flooding gas stations, everything. That's what happens when humans panic. So that's why you need to have go packs ready. So you don't have to be like these panicky people out there who's going to rush the grocery stores and loot them or the gas stations because they weren't prepared. That's why it happens. So that's why I'm doing this blog, is just, talking about the railroad explosion, the two explosions that happened at 8 a.m. The second one was bigger, and OSHA's in there trying to investigate and figure it out. And also to all my ADM friends, I have friends that work at ADM. Stay safe. Please be careful and stay safe. I don't want to hear anything bad has happened to you because I love you. And everyone out there, no matter where you live in the country, no matter what city, no matter what town, what state you live in, what country you live in around the world, be prepared because you never know when something might happen. Have a good day, everyone. Whatever you do, keep moving, keep being healthy, and don't ever, ever give up on yourself. Check out Dixie's Friends other channel, and later I will have all of my social media account links in the description if you're wanting to connect with me outside of YouTube. Hi, Natalie. I'll see you in a few. Have a great day, everybody.